If we keep going this way, I believe we'll reach that air dragon's lair.
Yes.
Just making sure you know where you're going.
Thank you.
I have to get past those vines somehow.
Alka!
The way is clear.
We can't get through with that bastard trying to bludgeon us!
Then we must get closer.
Watch the ogre!
Bloody thing can't be hard! Something must be casting a spell on it!
Mimir, Odin's mask. How do you hear about it in the first place?
He said a voice spoke to him one night, entreated him to collect the mask and control his own fate. I still think it's all a bunch of bollocks. Odin got drunk, convinced himself a wooden mask would solve all his problems, and pranced about the realms until he found a sufficiently mysterious bauble to fit the bill. Mask probably doesn't do anything at all.
Yeah, probably.
Another gulag! To the left!
Gonna blow!
Last one!
Mimir, you can yell at me if you want. We're leaving.
What would that accomplish?
Might make you feel better.
You didn't trust me enough to talk through your worries. That's a wound not easily mended.
I'm sorry.
You needn't be. The fault is mine.
Please. My son needs me.
Mimir, what were you saying earlier? About Sif not being a good mother when you knew her?
It's quite true, if I'm being frank. In a culture as debaucherous as the Aesir, being a paragon of womanhood meant being a fierce fighter and a fiercer drinker. She and Thor seldom knew a moment's sobriety, whether brutally dealing with their enemies or, just as brutally, raising those boys.
What do you mean?
Oh, little brother. I know you didn't have an easy childhood, but you can't fathom how much worse it can get. Imagine learning discipline by having thrashed into it time and again. That was Thor's approach, the same one Odin used on him. Poisonous notion of manhood passed down through generations. A grim inheritance, leaving all of them the poorer.
Hold. We will finish later.
Mimir, can we get back to what you were saying about Magni and Modi's childhood? Or beat them up a lot?
Aye. He was always a cauldron of drunken rage, and Sif wasn't much better.
Well, Sif doesn't drink anymore. Neither of them do.
I am quietly flabbergasted to hear it.
I get the sense it's more recent for him. But I know he loves his daughter.
I expect that's the explanation. Sif goes straight and hopes that raising a good daughter will redeem their past failures. Thor struggles. Maybe she gives him an ultimatum after some breaking point or other.
Like what he did to Modi that night he found us.
Oh, that's a deft guess, lad. And if that ultimatum worked, well, good for them. Truly.
Mimir, if I met someone I liked, how would I know if they, like me too?
Is there someone?
No. I was just curious. Actually, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Stay quiet!
There's frost in my neck!
Switching arrows!
So, brothers, how did you manage to kill Garm anyway?
We killed him a few times, actually, but it didn't take. And I figured maybe the way to stop a soulless beast was to give it a soul. So I gave it the one I had on me.
I beg your pardon.
Fenrir, remember the light Father saw? The accidental magic I did when Fenrir died? That was part of Fenrir's soul going into my knife. Once I figured that out, I just put Fenrir into Garm.
Clever one, lad. A gigantic hell beast with the soul of a loyal pup. Bloody brilliant!
If we go much further, we'll be right on top of the oak. Better be sure we're ready.
We'll fight!
Yeah, I got that! Jump up! Behind Done, Father! Better!
That was ours, you opportunistic sod.
It went back to its perch. Let's go after it.
You can be with your son now.
Thank you. I can't wait to see his face again. I'll give him this gift and tell him about the brave people who helped me.
Now you can help us. What did you see that day?
I was at the mead hall. Thor was there. He had a strange drinking companion. Some sort of creature, the likes of which I'd never seen. It had this barrel of mead that seemed to never go empty.
What were they doing?
Getting blind drunk from the looks of it. They were passing drinks around, reveling. Everyone had a tipple too many. But Thor, he was by far the drunkest of any man there that day.
Mimir, what do you make of this?
Thor has always loved a strong drink with questionable company. But I've never heard any word of his creature companion. This isn't a lot to go on, I'm afraid.
Well, we know one thing. Thor was totally drunk when the valley was destroyed.
There is still much we do not know, and whether your mother was involved remains unclear.
Evet, olmam gerekiyor.
Big man, boss needs your help coaxing this stag back to the world tree. The boss needs your help, mind you. Not me, I'm doing great. Got a belly full of stag feed, living life, but yeah, talk to him back at the Realm Between Realms when you got a moment.
So this is where those tracks led.
Three legendary weapons. You have a favorite, Father?
No. They are tools for specific tasks. A preference would be meaningless.
I like the axe.
I too like the axe.
Ya
The Drake fed here.
The creatures here aren't that big. Drake must have been constantly eating to survive out here.
Some sort of cage.
So it would seem.
Ah, another crystal. Best hold on to it until we can figure out what to do with it.
City of Possibility.
Yemekleri de olmuş. Kulluk oldu. Başarım daha güzel. Hadi.
Another Kulan! To the left!
Ya. Pirlemeye çalışıyorum efendim.
Hey, Mimir, do you ever notice Thor
Yemin
talk to his hammer?
Oh, still doing that, is he?
Yeah. Is he, like, charming the steel or casting a spell or something?
No, just a weird bloke. Lovely. Now you can open that gate without that ogre hurling detritus at us.
O ne? Bu ne? Erken kalkmadın anne. Fotoğraf ama. Yeter.
Spring. Time of rebirth. Renewal.
Oh, I've missed the smell of those flowers. I'm sorry, kid. Just come back already.
O bitti. Böyle çıkıyor. Hadi kalk bakalım. O işte olsun ya. Kalk işte. Evet.
Sen dün PlayStation oynadın mı?
Evet oynadım. Oldu.
Orada yara gördüm.
Hı?
Kaydettin mi onu?
Yok kaybetmedim. Ben kaybettim. Dur. Kaybettim. Ya, yarayla da oynadım ama evet. Boş şey pardon ya değil. Ya, yani yaraydı doğru. Oldu.
Kaydettim mi olmadı mı?
Yo o değil Merve. Sen en son ne zaman kaydettin ki? Çok önce değil mi bu? Evet. Çok önce değil mi? En son ne zaman oynadın?
Hmm, geçen haftalarda falan.
İşte o kayıt olamaz. Çünkü ben otonun üstünde oyun oynadım. Ben senin kayıt üstünde oynarsam senin kayıt sinir. Kayıt olamaz yani. En
That's the
azından
last of the
başındaydı.
missing schematics. I suspect you've got some new sword hilts in your future.
Evet doğru. Çünkü orada hastalıklar da vardı.
Evet ama işte senin
Ben
turun,
neredeyse
senin
yaptım.
turun değil yani. Olamaz. Çünkü ben senin turun kayıt senin gözünün önünde başka tur oynadım. Senin turun silinmiş oldu. Ben yerde bir kere daha oynadım. Olur yani. O an burası böyle mi çıkıyor? Benim akıbetine bence.
Look at that. Fancy a dip, brother? Yet another mystery crystal.
the lake just react to us destroying that crystal?
It would appear.
The lands of Vanaheim are certainly more alive than those in other realms. Perhaps it's glad you got rid of that crystal.
Huh. Seems like the pond still wants something. What if you threw a crystal in? Whoa, it worked! Look, it gave us a gift in return. Oh wow, that equipment will prove useful. And crystal shards. I bet we'll get a reward for any we return to the pond.
That's handy. Good thing we collected all those crystals in the first place, eh?
Şöyle dolaba koy. Tabanca. Çok güzel.
Mimir, did you know Garm? Why was he locked up to begin with?
Ah, Hell's feral sentinel. Well, believe it or not, Midgard was once bigger. Until Gar, then just a wee pup, got peckish.
He ate Midgard?
Only a few mountain ranges. And the 5th season that comes after winter but before spring. And a word for the feeling when you get so hungry, you stop being hungry.
You're messing with me.
I would never.
Kompanları yemiş daha. Başlığı. öldür beni. Öldür.
What's your right?
Hayır ya.
Last one!
O neydi? Doğru. Oha. Taştan büyük.
So, Mimir, how did they capture Garm in the first place?
That was Tyr's doing. He lured the beast somewhere safe and kept it distracted by lending his own arm to be gently chewed. Once the chains were on and the gate to Helheim was opened, Garm bit Tyr's arm clean off in retribution.
But Tyr's not missing an arm.
Well, it grew back, eventually. He is a very resourceful god, after all.
If the river's flooded, do you think we can reach some new parts of the crater? something in Odin's library about what Gjallarhorn is supposed to do. If blown by a god, it sounds through all the realms and harmonizes the space between them. Blow it somewhere like Tyr's temple, and it would be like opening up all the realm travel towers at once.
It's quite a vulnerability. Wonder why he didn't just destroy it.
Some artifacts defy destruction.
Well, we should make Freya aware of this.
Get over here! The boss has something for you.
You were right to summon me. We must talk.
Speak.
The tree has become rather overgrown. And if it grows too wildly, the branches risk getting too heavy and falling, which is not ideal considering they hold all the realms.
I am no gardener.
What an absolute shock. No, I do not require any horticultural skills from you, but I would ask that you keep an eye open for the stags of the four seasons. They normally graze upon the tree and keep it tidy. Unfortunately, Bitter decided it would be funny to trick Arrogant into releasing them. If you happen to find the stags during your travels, I would greatly appreciate assistance in bringing them home. I would have one of my spectral squirrels do it, but they, well, keep eating the feed I give them. Consequence of it being the most delicious food in all the 9 realms, I suppose.
We have seen these stags.
Great! Then all you need is some feed. Once you've found a stag, the feed should calm them down. Then one of my spectrals will guide them back here. And, don't eat the feed, please.
I will not.
Vigilance asked me if I was too chicken to release them. But I am, in fact, not chicken-like whatsoever. So as you can see, I had no choice.
As you
Yes, of
asked.
course. What else could you have done? While normally this would be a harm, this one has a strong personality. Good thing I've got experience with those.
Are the best. You have always been the best. Hey, tell her she's the best. Oh, you're back. The heroes of the hour. I want to hear everything. I mean, when you're ready, I'm not giving orders here, am I?
Try to rest, Ingvi. Let the herbs work.
Oh, they work? Oh, they work very well. Because you make things better. You always have. Since we were kids. I find a new way to get into trouble. And you find a way to make it better.
Well, that's certainly true.
You know, we used to lead Vanaheim together when we were young. Not much older than you, to be honest. Well, you know, she did the leading. I just tried to keep things fun. Leadership, not really my strong suit, let's be honest.
Really? Your group back in Vanaheim seems pretty devoted.
Well, I can inspire people, I guess. Get them to see the best in themselves, you know? I don't know if that's leadership. It's more like,
Like a muse?
Wait. Like a what?
A muse. Father told me about that. In his homeland, they inspired all kinds of artists.
What? I love that. That's a job? Well, why don't we have that? Oh, man. I could totally do that.
I think they were all goddesses, though.
Well, come on. That's not fair. That's not fair. I would be a natural. What were we talking about?
Ingvi, you must rest. You understand? You must. Please, just stop talking.
Okay, I'm sorry. But someone was gonna fill us in on what happened with Heimdall, right? Is that what's happening?
Patience.
This will be of use.
Let's do it! About time I had something to do.
You're back in his broom closet again?
Mm-hmm. Seems to help him, I guess.
Hey, you can take my bed if you'd be more comfortable.
This, thing is perfect. But, thank you.
Let's make something then. Hope you're feeling violent.
I'm glad you're here.
You envisioned us working together at a time. It's a weird thing being able to imagine a better future. I'm glad you could.
Need something special?
I just feel that everybody's being really quiet.
What's wrong with that? Maybe enjoy the silence after all.
You won't get so much as a paper cut in that.
It fits.